Hi, my name is Robbin Pott, and I have lived in Ann Arbor's 5th Ward for the past 19 years. I am making this video to express and share my support for Decriminalize Nature's proposed resolution to decriminalize entheogenic plants in the city of Ann Arbor because I've experienced their healing powers and believe that it is an imperative that these medicines become accepted and available. There's a lot of scientific evidence demonstrating their effectiveness for a wide range of conditions, and my story is just one example of how these medicines work, and I'd like to share it with you today. 23 years ago, psilocybin mushrooms helped me begin to heal from a trauma that I experienced, and they had a lifelong impact on my well-being. When I was 21 years old, I survived a stabbing during an attempted sexual assault in downtown Chicago in the middle of the day. I was able to fight him off, and I got away, and the police caught him. So there was this prosecution process during which I was able to learn quite a lot about this man. His name is Nathaniel Wells. He was 44 years old and was mentally ill. He had spent most of his life in prison, starting at the age of 13, and those were all for nonviolent offenses. He had been released just a few days before the assault, and without any support services. They charged him with attempted sexual assault and attempted murder, which were his first violent offenses. When this all sank in to me at the time, I remember becoming furious at society for having created him and that I now had to deal with the consequences. I was suffering from acute PTSD. I was not functioning very well. I was consumed with feelings of terror, and now I was also consumed with feelings of anger at our world, at our society, for having created him, this very sick man. So after several months, after this all kind of happened and was taking shape, I had the opportunity to take mushrooms, and that changed the course of my life. I remember being reconnected to the world, to the whole, to everything around me, and remembering that the world is a good place. But what really helped me return to baseline functioning and getting back to living was this clear purpose that was given to me during that experience. Afterwards, I knew that I needed to figure out how our society created people like Nathaniel. I had no idea. I was 21 years old. It's a total mystery to me. And I knew that I was to work to find solutions to stop it. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past 23 years. I graduated with a psych degree, and I began to work with juvenile offenders at a research project at the Northwestern University. So for 3 years, I interviewed these youth and gained a deep affinity for them and refocused my anger on the injustices that they faced. That led me to graduate school to become a child advocate, which is how I got to Ann Arbor. I studied law and public policy and focused my training on child welfare. I then spent 10 years at the university, 6 at the law school's Child Advocacy Law Clinic, researching and directing programs for vulnerable children and families, and I represented children and parents in child protection proceedings. I became an expert in child welfare, and I gained a deep understanding of exactly how people grow up to be homeless, mentally ill, and violent. So 5 years ago, I decided to refocus my energy on studying the problem, because I thought I had a pretty good understanding of it, and spend my energy on building solutions. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. I am currently building a company with some really wonderful people that is designed to counteract social, environmental, and economic injustices. It's a cannabis company, which is another profoundly healing natural medicine. We use regenerative farming practices to grow hemp, and we are designing a social work supported job training program for heads of household with minor children in them who are in need of a stabilizing job opportunity. So my entire career has been purpose-driven from an experience with psilocybin mushrooms when I was 21 years old. I think we are facing profound problems as a society, as a community, as a nation, as a world. And we are in deep need of healing our communities, our systems, our economy. And I believe that healing begins with ourselves. I can imagine the motivation and creativity that could arise if these entheogenic medicines were available and accepted in our society. And my hope is that the City Council unanimously approves Decriminalized Nature's resolution to decriminalize these medicines in the city of Ann Arbor. Thank you so much for your time.